Hey, what's up, folks? This is Peter from BetBros, and this is the second tutorial video in a series of tutorial videos to get new users up to scratch and how to use various parts of the website of the sports bet tracking and management website. So the purpose of this video is to show you how to enter a bet on on the bet tracker. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Um, As you can see, I've logged in already using my main account, and I've already set up. I mean, this is an old. This account's been being used for a while. I've already got a couple of bank accounts set up, and I've got my bookies with all the different, current balances. Today, I'm going to look at. Okay, let's see. Let's look at which football. So I click on fixtures and it brings up the fixtures page. Actually, before I do that, let me just clean something up. I'm just going to clear my selection board. Alright, cool. So now let's go to fixtures, and the fixtures page is divided into the left hand column, which has your filters. Okay, so if you want to filter down, search for matches between certain dates, you can use a search box here to type in, all matches from England. So now it shows all matches from England, or you can say whatever, like Egypt. You can search by a country or region name, a team name, or a league name. Okay, so I'm not doing that today. Uh, and then here you can also filter by the various leagues or competitions or events, whatever you want to call it. Today, for this example, I'm going to filter Australian A League, and I can see here there are three matches currently in pending, or first half, or half time, or second half. There's other statuses you can filter, but so we can see here the Central Coast Mariners Adelaide United has already started. Current score is that, and Melbourne Victory. But who do I bet for? So let's have a look. If you click on, so there's up on the top here, View 1, View 2. At the moment, the labels are pretty vague, but let's just click on View 2. View 2 is, think of this as your analyzer. It analyzes head to head. At the moment, I've got a head to head table for the three matches that are, well, this is in progress now, so there's no point looking at that. So these two. And then you've got a league table that shows you, just for a point of reference, the league table tells you what the home statistics are for each team, and the away statistics, and then the total. Anyway, let's have a look. Just very quickly, I'm going to have a look here. The home points for Melbourne Victory, 19, and the home away points for Melbourne City, 7. Looks like the next one is Perth Glory. They've got 19 points collected at home and 13 points for Sydney FC collected away. The other stats are, they've had Melbourne Victory has 6 wins at home out of 8, so that's a 75% win rate, versus Sydney City has a 33% win rate away. So they've had 2 wins away out of 6 games played away. So far, I might just, for the purpose of this tutorial, I might just make my selection for a win draw win home selection. So let's go to View 1, Melbourne Victory. Just double check. Yep, Melbourne Victory. Alright, so I'm going to, at the same time, I'm going to flick over to Marathon Bet. Usually what I'd do is I'd go to Odds Portal and I'd find out which bookie provides the best odds for this particular selection. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to quickly I'm just going to choose Marathon Bet, nice and easy. Now we've got to search for Australia here. Maybe, is there a way to... Australia? No? A-League? Oh crap. Is Australia even in this? No, I'm not filtered in the right place. Okay. No, there's Australia. There's Australia A-League. Okay, cool. Incidentally, can you see the balance that I've got here? Oh, a massive $63.42. So let's just flick back to the... If I clicked on my profile, I can see for Marathon Bet, my balance is $63.40. And it keeps that balance accurate within 1 cent. Because of the way it records everything within this website. So it's not actually getting the balance from Marathon Bet at this stage. Maybe in the future, but not yet. Anyway, let's just jump back to fixtures. And A-League, and I was going to select Melbourne Victory. So here we go. What's the odds for Melbourne Victory? Melbourne Victory is $2.10. Okay. So here's what I usually do. I click on this. I'm going to put down a $1 stake, or minimum stake, 29 cents. Alright, that's cool. So $1 stake. I'm going to place the bet. Cool. Bet is placed. $2.10, right? So remember that. So let's just flick back to the tracker. I click on this little paw button. Win, draw, win for home. The odds was $2.10. Select bookie was Marathon Bet. Select. Now this is a label. I'm just going to click on default for now. Okay. I'll explain the labels in depth in another, maybe later in this video. How much did I stake? I staked $1. The expected return is $2.10. Share your thoughts. Okay, so this is my personal analysis on why. I can say that just very briefly, the Melbourne home had higher win percentage. That's it. I'll just keep it simple. And bet. I'm going to click on the bet button. If I just wanted to add this to my selection board, which means it's not added as a bet, I'm just adding it to my selection board to be considered at a later stage as a bet. So for now, I'm just going to add it as a bet because I have already placed this as a bet. Boom. Alright, so as soon as I do that, I can see in my selection board, I've got, it tells me Melbourne Victory versus Melbourne Sydney. It was a win-draw-win market home, which is the selection, Melbourne Victory, and the status is pending. Tells me also the selection number ID. Don't worry about this, is not important. That's my username. This is the label, which I'll explain later, and this is the odds at who did I bet it through, Marathon Bet. And these two, what these two numbers mean, it means this is selections and this is bet. So it says one user out of one user has added this particular selection to their selection board, and also it says one user out of one user has added this selection as a bet. So say for instance 2 other users also made this exact selection. It'll tell me here that 2 other users have also selected this. It's something that I had set up very early on when I started coding this website, to kind of have a peer what do you call it? To get an idea of what other users are selecting, if other users are selecting same as yourself, and that's pretty much it. You can click on the selection board to basically see the same as this. This thing is just a mini version of this. And if I go to Bet Tracker and select default as the label, Whoa, don't worry about this sad looking downhill graph. I can see here I've oh my god, 666. My most recent bet, which was added at 1842 and 15 or milliseconds. I added a bet with Marathon Bet and it's in pending status. Basically blue is pending, green is win, and so on. And that's it. That's all. So let's go through another example. Now let's say I have another selection I want to make, but I don't want to actually add it as a bet. Okay, so let's see. We are still in a thinking process. Let's click on to English Premier League. Let me just refresh this. Should come up with a pop-up tooltip. Ah, good. Alright, so if you hover over that, it tells you it's English Premier League. I'm going to filter that. And just what I might do is, who am I going to select? Let's look. At a glance, I can see these 10 to 13 against 10, 11 against 22. This could be Chelsea. Chelsea for an away win? What do you think? Away win, 50% for Chelsea. And home win, ooh, Chelsea could be. So this Chelsea match is potential for Chelsea to win. Swansea City, 50% chance to win, whereas Sunderland has a 36% chance to lose and 45% chance to draw. Okay. Aston Villa, Swansea City. Who else? These guys are pretty... Crystal Palace, and these guys are pretty even. Oh my gosh, these guys are literally... What's the home draw? 33%, and away draw is 9%. These guys have a high chance to win away, 55%. What if I... Okay, my selections. QPR versus Southampton, this one, and Sunderland. Okay, so I'm going to flick over to this view. Chelsea. Oh crap, now I've got to find out all the odds. Okay. Win, draw, win. In fact, what I might do is click on this, which takes me to another, the events page. I have to wait a few seconds for it to load everything. Okay, now let's quickly scroll down. This is basically all the matches that has finished. Whoa, so many matches. So Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Alright, Chelsea. Chelsea away, 22 points against 11. Let's just add this to the selection. Chelsea away. Now let's jump to Marathon. English. Okay, English Chelsea. Chelsea away win. Oh my gosh, 1.38. See, look at the odds. 1.38 is not really, it's a high risk. I mean, it's not a high risk. It's the odds is too low. I mean, anyway, all we're doing is we're adding it to our selection board. So let's click on away win. $1.30, 1.38 odds. Still with Marathon Bet. I'm going to add it to the default label. I'm not staking, I'm not betting, so I'm just going to add this to select. But before I do that, I'll just say Chelsea has more higher chance. stronger away stronger stats for an away win. That's all simple as that. Okay, now select. Add it to the selection board. So in the previously I made it a bet. I clicked on the bet, but now I'm just adding it to the selection board. Now imagine you might have you might have 4 or 5 or 6 different selections that you're considering to put down as a bet. If you decided that, yep, I'm going to definitely put this through as a bet. In fact, I might just do it, even though it's $1. Let's do it. Click on this star, and it tells me which label. I'm just going to leave it as the default label. Aston Villa versus Chelsea, full-time result away. So full-time results the market. The away is my selection. Chelsea pending marathon bet, which it remembers this from previous. Go to football. Chelsea is definitely 138. I'm just gonna put 50 cents. Nothing. Okay, just a little example. Okay, 50 cents done. And 1.38. I staked 50 cents and added to the bet. And it's actually, there's a small little bug. It has added to the bet. If I go here, click on default label. Oh my gosh, anyway, there it is. There's my most recent bet, the 666 devil bets here, and the 776. This is the bet ID. Alright, so there's my 50-cent bet, and all I have to do is wait for the match to finish and rake in the money. No, but seriously, that's it. That's how you add a bet to the bet tracker. And if you're wondering how does your bet update on this system, how does it actually calculate that it's a win, and then calculate all that happens automatically once the match has finished, and the status of the match is final. It's finished, final. Then it'll automatically calculate all the bets related to each of the respective games, and calculate the returns and so on. That's it. It's pretty simple, similar to what happens on a bookie website. So that's the end of this video. I think the next video I'll go through how to, what should I show you? I'll show you how to use the events page, doing the head-to-head statistics and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.